This is a 4-room flat located in Dakota.
I think Amiri and I were quite excited to own our first home and also to decorate it in a way that reflects both of our personalities.
We wanted it to be open, bright, and filled with lots of natural light. I think at the end of the day, we wanted it to be a home filled with lots of things that we love. Our top requirement was having a home office. It was important because I work from home every day, but in the instances where my wife was also working from home, we wanted a space where we can work from home in separate areas of the house. But that being said, it was still important for us to still remain connected. So what we did was to remove the walls in the room next to the living room and build open bookshelves.
We wanted to go with another shade of Mutina tiles, which were like blue-grey, but we couldn't go with that, and instead we chose this orange option. So we had to change the colour scheme of the house slightly, and you can see shades of this orange actually throughout the house to kind of make it a bit more livelier. So our budget was actually strictly at 60k, and a lot of communication was needed with our ID to have a bit more transparency in the pricing, and the itemized sort of invoice actually really helped us to understand what we can cut out as well as areas where we can compromise. So one example is in terms of the built-in carpentry, we actually tried to minimize that where it made sense, and instead we relied a lot more on loose pieces as well as styling to bring out the character of the house.
Most of our design inspiration came from social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, as well as Pinterest. But it was important for us not to feel overwhelmed and constantly make changes. We wanted to also pay it forward, so we have an Instagram account as a source for inspiration for other people.
In terms of spatial reconfiguration, I think firstly we knocked down quite a couple of walls. The first one being this room next to the living room to kind of open the space up more. And then for the kitchen as well, we knocked down the kitchen also to open it up. Lastly, for the master bedroom, we merged the two rooms so that it can be a bedroom and a wardrobe sort of situation.
The open bookshelves were definitely one of the main features of the home. It served as an area for us to both store as well as display our latest collections from our travels or our hobbies.
The Archboard design along with the wall lights is also another feature that we really love in the house. It serves as a preparation area for light snacks as well as some drinks, and at the same time it also serves as additional storage because of the big drawers at the bottom. We just love the pops of colour around the house as well, starting from the Mutina tiles at the foyer to the rug here as well as our dining table lights, and also we have orange grouting in the common bathroom. So these are various ways we try to incorporate colour without being too loud.
We love to spend time reading, so our bookshelves are filled with books that we love, both fiction, non-fiction, and even fashion books.
One of our favourite pieces is definitely our USM TV console, which we got customised for our house. It wasn't an easy financial decision to make, but we really had to get it because it is a timeless classic, and we have no doubt that in the next 10 to 20 years that we use it, it will still remain relevant. The other piece that we really love is the bench, which is a collaboration between Hey and N. So this is like a good melding between both fashion as well as furniture, which are two of our favourite things also.
One of the first pieces of art that we got even before we got the keys to our house was the commission piece with Dirty Doodles with Lauren from Flat Baru. The commission piece was inspired by our honeymoon trip to Italy, so there's details about our favourite food as well as places in Italy. But a small little detail is that there are our Mutina tiles in the art piece as well. So we've tried to segregate the art in our home into different themes. I think it's a very underrated aspect of making a house feel like a home. For example, in the living room, we have posters from our travels around the world. In the study room, it's more typography-based designs. And lastly, in the bedroom, it's more calm and muted colours. When communicating about renovation, it's important to have both a good cop as well as a bad cop, just to make sure that things make sense from a cost or design perspective. I think to cut a long story short, I was the dreamer and she was the realist.